In the remaining tutorials, we will build the assignments. So the tutorials themselves, the lectures will be based on the assignments. So starting with the first one, this is the image of Maria Callas that I downloaded by following the instructions on the assignment page. So what I'm going to do is keep switching between Chrome, where I have our assignments page open, and Photoshop, where I'm doing the work. Okay, so let's go ahead and start reading what the assignment wants us to do. So it says in your downloads folder below, you will find the picture, download that. So the downloads button is right here. Click on that and you will be able to download this week's and next week's pictures. So keep them in a proper place, organized in your folders. And then it says create an RGB file in Photoshop with a document size equal to 20 by 20 inches by 72 dpi. So let's go ahead and do that. By the way I'm switching between software, the shortcut, obviously you can use the dock and click on the icon of the software, but a very cool shortcut is just to hold down the command key and then click on the tab. And this strip opens, and then if you keep, obviously you have to have your thumb on the command key and keep clicking on the tab key, it takes you to the software that you want. So I'm going to use Photoshop and Chrome constantly. The way I will go forward is clicking the tab key. The way I go backward is clicking on that little key right above the tab key, and I will be able to go back in this strip. Okay, so I'm releasing now because I want to create my document. File, new, or Command N, and let's choose custom because we don't want a standard size paper, we want our own size, and the assignment wants us to create a 20-inch by 20-inch by 72 dpi. So 20 inches by 20 inches, and then 72 pixels per inch is what you need to have, and then RGB, which happens to be selected for me anyway, and the white background. So that's all I need, and then hit OK. Alright, so this is my document. Now the next thing is divide your document into 4 equal parts like the image below. Alright, so how do we do that? If this entire document is 20 inches wide by 20 inches high, and I need to divide it into 4 equal parts, then I have 4 squares, right? And how wide and how high is each of these squares is the question. So I'm sure you know, obviously, it's 10 by 10 inches. So what I can do is go to the rectangular marquee tool, click on that, and before drawing my shape, right, because I mean obviously I can do something like this manually and try to depend on my visual talent that okay, this seems to be half of the page, but if Photoshop does it for us mathematically, why not take advantage of that? So when you go on the rectangular marquee tool and select the tool, you will see this thing right here in the top panel that says Style. You can change normal to fixed size. And when you choose fixed size, it allows you to enter the exact width and the height of the rectangular marquee that you wish. So since we need to divide this document, this canvas, into 4 equal parts, this means that we need a 10-inch. I just wrote 10 space IN, 10-inch, and then hit the tab key, go to the height section, and then enter 10 space inch. Okay, so now Photoshop understands that it should give me a 10 by 10 inch fixed size. Alright, so to have that size, I'm going to hover over the top left corner of my canvas and then click once. And there you go. This is exactly a 10 by 10 inch selection. So the next thing I need to do is obviously divide the page, right? So I made this selection because it will help me as a visual cue to know where my center is vertically and where the center is horizontally. Now notice that I have the ruler open, And if you don't have the ruler open, you can open it by holding down the command key and typing the letter R. So R for ruler, as we're used to. Every first initial of a word stands for the word itself. So command R, if I hit that right now, my ruler will disappear. If I hit command R one more time, my ruler appears. So that's how you get to the ruler. And ruler is probably under window, if I'm not mistaken, or under view right here. So ruler is right under view, but I'm so used to using these shortcuts, sometimes I forget where they are in the menu. So apparently rulers is under view. Okay, so we have our rulers, and now what we need to do is drag out a guide. What you need to do is hover over your left ruler and click once and drag out a guide and drop it at the left side of that selection, and then do the same thing from the top. So click once and then drag down a horizontal ruler. Okay, so this is it. This is how you would divide your document into 4 equal parts. Now let's go ahead and deselect the square because we don't need it anymore. And to deselect, we do Command D. Okay, I hope so far so good. Let's go back to Chrome and read the remaining of the description. So divide your document into 4 equal parts like the image below. And to do that, use the rectangular marquee tool and set a fixed size, which is what we did. Use 1 vertical guide and 1 horizontal guide in the center of your document to divide into 4 equal sections. We also did that. And then reproduce the Andy Warhol style poster of Maria Callas below using the image provided for you. Okay, so what we need to do is basically, if you haven't done so already, download this, click on this download button and download the images. And what we need to do is just place the Maria Callas image on each of these squares and then apply these colors using blending modes. Okay, so we'll continue that in the next tutorial.